Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Raging Ricky here. You know what? We're stupid. We're absolutely stupid. So the mainstream media and the politicians think. I want you to take a moment and think about this for a second. The mainstream media has done all that they can to direct this campaign in a certain direction. The two parties, the Democrat, or I'm just going to say the Republicans right now, have taken this election to steer your attention into a particular direction. Ask yourself a question. Why are there only two parties? Not that I'm endorsing 3 or 4 or 5 parties, but why are there only two parties? And how is it that we let those parties control us? Make no mistake about it. The Republicans and Democrats have no concern about what's best for America. Their concern is how do they get to Washington and stay in power. They don't give us the best qualified candidates to do what's best for this country. They give us the candidates that are best to maintain and perpetuate their parties. Think about this for 1 second. You've heard me speak about Ron Paul in the past. And whether you like what he says or not, ask yourself a question. Why is the mainstream media and why is the Republican Party doing all that they can to misdirect you, to send you in the direction of a Rick Santorum who's about big government, warmongering, and about getting in your bedroom to control what you do in your own private lives? Or why are they trying to direct you to Mitt Romney? Why are they going out of their way that when they talk about the candidates and what's going on back and forth, they only concentrate on Romney, Santorum, and Gingrich? They all but shut Ron Paul out. Ask yourself a question. Why is that? And I'm going to tell you right up front, it's because they're scared to death of this man. Not because of what he believes in, but because he does not endorse what the Republicans and the Democrats have been using for years to control you. Understand that the Republican and the Democratic Party is not about what's best for this country. They're what's about how to maintain and control their power once they get into Washington. If we are to do anything to change the direction of this country, we have to be willing to look back and understand what got us here. Over the last few weeks, you've heard about this big push by Obama. He's going to cut the defense spending by $500 billion over 10 years. Let me put things in perspective for you. $500 billion is $500 billion. $500 billion over 10 years is $50 billion a year. Are you aware of the fact that our national debt increases by $90 billion an hour? $90 million in 1 hour, excuse me. $90 million in 1 hour. So that means that in 10 hours, it almost increases by $1 billion. And they're talking about cutting $50 billion in 1 year. They think we're stupid. They think that if they put this big number out there in front of us, $500 billion, that means big money. The answer to our problems is right before your eyes. And I'm going to leave you with this thought. If you're not willing to do something, if you're willing to let the mainstream media and the two-party system play you like you're stupid, then you're going to get exactly what you deserve. And this is Raging Ricky giving your fair share of exactly what you're entitled to. And folks, I'm going to leave you with this. The answer to our problems is right before your eyes.